Welcome to the top 10 comic book covers for November 20th, 2024. I'm Mike Spiderslayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. If you guys love daily comic book content, you love me helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy, I think you guys came to the right place. Consider hitting that subscribe button. That's right, guys. After a couple weeks off, we're back doing the top 10 comic book covers. Just to let you know, if I have other videos in place that I want to do every once in a while, there's not always going to be a top 10 comic book cover. With that being said, let's get started now with this week's show. Alright guys, so just a reminder, we get 10 main covers and 5 variant covers. You get to vote on one of each, no more than one vote per person. So the first book we're talking about today at number 10 goes to Mark Millar's Jupiter Legacy Finale. This is issue 2. The cover is done by Tommy Lee Edwards. This is a pretty interesting cover. I have not read Jupiter's Legacy in forever, but there's this cool little, like, I guess I shouldn't say little, there's this cool robot that has, I don't know if that's Zeus or a god or whatever, it has its head, just its head in its hand, and I don't know if he's going to smash it, destroy it, did he rip it off of this god or whatever it is. Whatever the case may be, it definitely piques my curiosity here. So I thought this was a cool cover, and if you want to see it win, make sure you vote in the comments section below. Coming in at number 9, we have Scarlet Witch issue 6. This is the main cover here. This one is done by Russell Dauterman. So this cover is pretty nice. It has Agatha, it has Scarlet Witch, and then it's got the new, like, I don't know, like, little apprentice of Scarlet Witch, which is Amaranth. I don't know if I said her name right or not, but I thought it was cool to see the 3 different characters on here. I like the bright and vibrant colors, and again, with it being a new character, it might entice you to buy it and see what the story is about. And of course, if you're a spec person, you're going to want to buy it because, yes, it's a first appearance. Coming in at number 8, we have Superman Action Comics. This is issue 1076. The cover is done by Clayton Henry. I like this cover just because it kind of reminds you of like old school comics. It's like the secret origin of the Phantom Zone, Supergirl's Last Stand, right? And this is Phantom's Week 7. So it's like showcasing that, yes, 7 weeks in a row that we have Action Comics. So, you know, it's not like the fanciest or sexiest cover in the world, but I just put it on there just because I thought it was cool, because again, it reminds you of a nostalgic comic. So if you do want to see this win main cover of the week, make sure you vote in the comment section below. Coming in at number 7, we have Ice Cream Man issue 42. Now, I picked this cover because it reminds me of like a horror movie, right? It's like, okay, guys, you're looking at this creepy old house. Don't go inside. Like, just stay away. It's the typical horror movie trope, right? So you can see Ice Cream Man, horror house. You get to see this big, creepy house. The people are standing in front of it. There's a person in the window. The dog is climbing up the stairs. It says, "Welcome home." Like, just don't go in there, man. You know? But I did like it. Reminds me of that old school horror movie feel. And yeah, if you like it, make sure you vote for it. Coming in at number 6, we have Sentinels issue 2. This cover is pretty cool, man. It's done by Justin Mason, and we get to see, is that Sebastian Shaw? I'm not 100% sure if it is or not, but we get to see the Sentinels going after them. He's like big and huge. He's like a giant. He can hold them in their hand, and he's just smashing them, hitting them on the ground. You get to see one already practically dead on the floor, one desperately shooting at him, pieces flying all over the place. It's a freaking cool cover, man. And I love the facial expression on this one. And obviously, so far at this point, I feel that this is the best cover that we've talked about. So if you do like this one, you want to see it win main cover of the week, make sure you vote. Number 5 goes to Geiger. This is issue 8. The cover art here is done by Gary Frank, and I really like this cover. I don't know exactly what's going on in it though. Like, you get Tyreek in here, right, as the glowing man, and then you get the kids that are hiding under the desks, like there is a like a gun drill or a red alert or maybe an earthquake or I don't know, maybe a bombing or something like that, because they're all under the desk and they're covering themselves. Are they protecting themselves from the glowing man? I don't think so. I think he's protecting those children from a threat, right? And so I like that. I think it's pretty cool how he's trying to be the hero here, and I always love the way the character looks. So if you guys like this cover to win for main cover of the week, make sure you vote. Grabbing at number 4 spot, we have Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu. This is issue 2. Really cool looking cover. This one is done by David Parator. Yeah, you get to see the whole cast of characters here, which is awesome. Moon Knight, 8-Ball, right, Tigra, and they're all getting ready to do their battle here. Was it Soldier and Reese? You even get to see a little like issue of the Daily Bugle there. The characters are pretty detailed, and Moon Knight covers are pretty badass. So whenever you get to see the whole cast of characters on there, I think it's a pretty good treat. And if you want to see it win, make sure you vote. Here we go, top 3. Number 3 goes to Ultimate Spider-Man. This is issue 11. The main cover art is done by Marco Cicchetto here. And obviously, guys, this is a spec book. This is the first appearance of Felicia Hardy on here. And if you love Cicchetto's artwork, you're going to love this comic book cover. Everything screams beauty here. You got the new Black Cat on there. You got Spider-Man. And what I do like about the cover is always the banners where it distinctively says Ultimate Spider-Man in there. Of course, Felicia's got that wild hair and she's holding that big diamond in her hand as well. So great looking cover if you want to see it win. Of course, you know what you got to do by now? Yeah, that's right. You got to vote in the comment section below. So number 2 goes to another Spider book this week, and that one goes to Miles Morales Spider-Man. This is issue 26. This cover art is done by Federico Vincentini. He does the interior artwork as well. Wonderful artist here. Great artwork on this cover as we get to see Miles in his new vibranium suit that controls his vampirism, right? You get to see the glowing eyes. You get to see the cool spider emblem on his chest. And then what makes it extra cool, honestly, is you do get to see that trade dress up there. There's webs surrounding it. There's spiders all around it as well, which I thought was really cool, and it added to that, I don't know, that little bit of creepy spider factor in the comic book. So if you guys like this one, yes, you have to vote. All right, guys, so remember, after number 1, that's right, we're not done, as we're going to be talking about those 5 variant covers that you can choose from, as well, as those are always a lot of fun to talk about. And our number 1 comic book cover, or main comic book cover of the week, in my eyes at least, goes to Predator versus Black Panther. This is issue 4. Man, what a great looking cover here. This one is done by Ken Lashley. Look at the detail that goes into this Predator, man. He is literally sitting on Black Panther's throne. It's like all destroyed. You get to see a look on the Predator's head as you get to see like that tattoo on his head. He has like Black Panther's like helmet in his hand as well. The armor looks badass. Just everything looks so good. And I love when a cover has that much detail where you can physically pick up the comic book in your hand and just spend a couple minutes and going, wow, look at all the great stuff this comic book has to offer. So if you want to see this win, make sure you vote. Now you're entering the variant zone, and the first variant comic book cover that we're talking about today is Ultimate Spider-Man, once again, issue 11. This is the Unknown Comics, Comic Traders, Sleeping Giant, Kari Andrews variant. Another great comic book cover with Felicia Hardy on there, and Spider-Man. Kari Andrews' artwork is great. I love his comic book cover art. He's done interiors as well, and this one is a standout. It has a much more, I feel like, traditional Spider-Man feel to it. I love the bottom corner box on the right with Mary Jane making that crazy facial expression. The top left-hand box there, if you're looking at it with Spider-Man swinging, is awesome with the traditional logo. Great colors in the background, gigantic moon, insane hair, of course, on the character, kind of staying true to Chiquetto's artwork there. So really enjoyed that cover, and if you want to see it win Variant Comic Book Cover of the Week, make sure you vote. Next, we have Action Comics. This is issue 1076. This is cover B, Sebastian Fumora cardstock variant. It's a pretty cool cover, man, right? Like, think about it. You got Superman stuck in the Phantom Zone right now. That's what seems to be going on in this comic, and kind of reminds you of like Superman 2, if you ever seen that before, where we get to see Zod stuck in there, right? And here it's like Superman, and he's like trying to get out of there. Maybe he might break out. Awesome facial expression, like he's gritting his teeth, and he's got his cool little curl in his hair, and his eyes are like pissed off. Like, I like that, dude. I think that's badass. So if you want to see that win, make sure you vote. All right, so the next variant we're talking about is Wolverine issue 3. This is another Ken Lashley cover. I don't think it's as strong, honestly, as that Predator one, but this is a variant. And here we get to see Wolverine doing battle against the Wendigo. If you've read this comic book, it kind of, I don't know, I think it takes the punch out of the comic book cover a little bit, but it's still a cool looking cover, traditional like Wolverine battling him. And then you get to see the random soldier there. I don't know why he's there, but still pretty badass cover. If you want to see that win, make sure you vote. Then our fourth variant here is a pretty good one. We have Daredevil issue 15. This is the Gabriel Del Auto variant. Now, most of his variants tend to be really dark. This one's not as dark, and you get to really see the colors here and the details really pop, and we get to see Kingpin just beating shit out of freaking Daredevil here. It's insane, dude. And then who is the person in the background in the stairs? It makes it very mysterious, but look at the facial expression on Kingpin. I mean, he is angry. Great looking cover. If you want to see that win, make sure you vote. And then the last one we have is Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu. This is issue 2. This is the 1 in 25 Felipe Massavera variant. This is just a nice cover of the two just having some fun out in the night swinging around, right? I like Tigra as a character. Moon Knight's pretty cool, and I think they make a really good couple, and I think the artwork is absolutely gorgeous in this cover. So if you want to see this one win, make sure you vote. All right, guys, so just because there was not a video last week doesn't mean that I could come up with my own winners or my favorite comic book covers from last week, right? Now, here we go. So I thought my favorite cover for variant comic book covers last week went to G.I. Joe. This is the variant cover. I forgot to put who actually did this one, but this is the one that has Cobra Commander. He's like pointing, and there's a reflection in his mask with Duke, and so I thought this one is a standout comic book cover for the week. So really, really cool stuff there. And then our main cover winner, I thought, was this Wolverine cover. Don't even know the issue number of it, but it's got Wolverine with his claws up, and he's got a zombiote's head on the claws, and it's all deformed and destroyed, and you get to see that pissed off look off of Wolverine. So yeah, pretty cool. Those are the ones that I thought were the coolest for the week. But now it's your turn this week. You guys get to vote on your favorite main cover and your variant. Remember, every vote matters, because listen, you can't get a clear winner if not everyone votes, right? So there you have it, guys. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I'll leave you more content right here for you to click on. And of course, guys, remember, support the local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, but always remember, read your comics. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you real soon. Take care. Bye.